Major cities in two of China's strongest manufacturing regions struggled to hit their growth targets in 2020 as the country felt the impacts of a decelerating economy and trade tensions with the US. Guangdong Province in the south and Jiangsu Province in the east, two of China's most important regions for light manufacturing, both failed to hit their GDP growth targets for the year. Zhejiang, another economically vital eastern province, managed to hit its target, but some of its key cities still missed theirs. Nationally, China's GDP grew by 6.6%, hitting the target of around 6.5%, but still the slowest growth since 1990. Overall, 17 of mainland China's 31 regions failed to hit their growth targets for 2020. Lucy Liu, assistant manager of business intelligence at Shira and Associates, said that the nature of the PRD and EARD's economies made them more vulnerable to the economic risks that arose in 2020. Both the Pearl River Delta region and the Yangtze River Delta region have similar economic models, Liu said. Export-oriented manufacturing, which is an important pillar of these economies, was under pressure in 2020. Because of the tariff dispute with the US, export-driven business had to be shifted to the domestic market. Lower growth, though, is not only explained by trade tensions, according to Liu. Manufacturing businesses rely heavily on financial funding and cash flow. However, in 2020, all banks tightened their lending in response to the central government's financial de-risking campaign. Liu continued, the squeeze on bank lending directly led to the breakdown of cash flow, and as a result many manufacturers were forced to suspend production last spring. At the same time manufacturers dealt with higher costs and tighter lending, they also faced increasing competition from emerging investment hotspots elsewhere in Asia. Daisy Zhang, manager of Asian outbound investment at Shira and Associates, observed, Southeast Asian countries pose serious competition in terms of manufacturing capacity. And this was already increasingly the case before China was confronted with new macroeconomic risks in 2020. Zhang listed countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, the Philippines, and India as popular alternatives for investment. A lot of investment in these countries is coming from China itself, Zhang said. China has become the third largest foreign investor in Vietnam, attracted by lower land and labor costs and being sheltered from the trade war.